So back at Barnabas, it's been a while since we've uploaded some videos. Angelique's taking care of that. But we figured we've kind of missed some in-progress videos, so we're doing a kind of up-to-speed thing today. So we're not sure if we got the benches to the finished, quote-unquote, finished state last time, so we'll kind of cover that. So basically, the benches are done. They're faced. The tops of the armrests will get matched to whatever our sills end up being. But inside we have this is our toolbox right now. On the other side, we're storing our camping gear, sleeping bags, pillows, mats, and stuff like that. Eventually, they'll become storage for our clothes, etc., in our quote-unquote garage. In the middle here, we'll get a table that will drop down to make one big bed surface. Also, since we last shot, I got the lavatory and the shower skinned out. So essentially, we get the walls up on the back side, ply in the front, and on the sides as well. We'll get the interior done when we figure out what we're going to do exactly with tiling, etc. Got the face plates up for the light fixtures. We don't have the bus plugged in right now, so you won't see any of that action. But they work, trust us. Big project recently, big time consumer. One of them has been the barn wall, or barn wood wall. So we get these finished. It's a bunch of different planks. We bought I think 3 boxes, one box of each color or each finish. I believe we got them from Menards. These are the planks. They're about, what, 3 feet long, 4 feet long. So basically, we didn't want to do the typical cladded horizontally. That's kind of blasé. So we went for this 90-ish degree, or not 90, I'm sorry, 36 or 60. So yeah, it's like a 30-degree angle here. But yeah, it adds some visual interest, directing your eye upwards, elongating the heights. But it's a lot of work making sure the angles, not just the angles, but you can't just start from the top and work down and assume everything's going to be the same because the board's at the same width. This we kind of had to eyeball. So for the discerning eye, you will notice that they are slightly off, and the angles might not be exact, but it worked out. They're all up. We didn't. You can see we didn't want any screw or nail holes, so we did with construction adhesive. I believe we did the DAP stuff. I'll show you that at the end. Handy dandy. We've used it throughout the entire project. So those got finished up this weekend. I had to do some intricate cuts, as you can see along here. These edges will obviously get covered by the finished ceiling. So the cabinetry went back into place, locked in. Those will get skinned out as well soon. Angelique started whitewashing the walls. We're trying to we were thinking of doing an ombre effect going up, but with the whitewash, it's kind of not working out. The ombre effect doesn't read as prominently as it would with solid paint, but we do want to kind of see the wood grain through. So we're leaning toward staying with the whitewash, but going a solid coat like you see on this bottom plank here, so you can still see the wood grain, but you won't see any of the yellowy part of the wood poking out. But we could always decide in phase 2 it if we decide to. Other than that, we've been Angelique and I have been double teaming this hatch. If you recall in previous videos or photos you've seen, there was a hatch here at one point that they must have cut to work on the engine or transmission. So really, it was just a piece of metal that was glued, sealed to the frame as well as screwed down. We didn't want to undo any of that work, so we basically took that stuff off, cleaned up the rust and everything, and we added in cut this piece of metal to fit, and finally got the hinges on. So they're not super perfect. It doesn't go all the way up, but we'll put a hook up there so it'll catch, so you can latch it and work on stuff. So there's some flame retardant here. It's like a adhesive back film, or not film, but material, and you stick it to there, and it's basically helps with the firewall. And then we also have some I don't know what this stuff is called. Basically, it's like foam insulate. It's like a foam tape to help vapor seal it when it's closed. We'll have 2 clasps that go on each side because it's a slight bow, So the latch on this end and this end, and to keep it nice and closed and clear of any gases coming through. Other than that, I think that pretty much covers what we've been doing. Some work you haven't seen, you may have seen in photos on our Twitter page, Angelique and Paul Bus, or Barnabas Collins, was we enlisted the help of Angelique's brother-in-law, Ryan Allred, who helped us put in a new airbag for the air ride suspension. One of them was dry rotted at the bottom. We also had a cracked leveling valve, and that had to get replaced too. So basically, the leveling valve, for those that don't know, might have this problem as well. The leveling valve basically got a little arm that attaches to the frame. So when the air pressure in the bag, when the air in the bags gets to its operating pressure or whatever that's supposed to be, it basically levels off and shuts it off, so that the bags don't keep inflating and explode. And we weren't sure if the leak was for our air brake system or for that, but thankfully, fingers cool, thumbs up, it was just the air ride. So not a huge deal, but we replaced it nonetheless. We did also find out that we'll be replacing the air tank soon, which has some rots, some rusted. It's rusted out around where the bands that hold them in place are. So we're gonna price that out and probably replace it. It should be a straightforward replacement, and we'll cover that in maybe the next few videos or whatever. So I'm running a little long from Michigan. I'm Bangor. Happy 4th of July. Thanks everybody. See you next time.